But let me expand a little bit on what we're doing here, and I see it really as a work in progress, that this government has worked extremely hard since 2003 to make progress on an issue which all of you are extremely familiar with, and that's helping newcomers, recent immigrants integrate well and integrate quickly into Ontario's economy and into their communities. The Premier had referenced the hard work that has been done since 2003. I think an important milestone was in 2006 when we created the Fair Access to the Regulated Professions Act. But we've also invested nearly $1 billion in bridge training programs since 2003, 6 of them actually actively taking place here at Access. And we saw some wonderful examples of success stories of individuals who have benefited from that. We also invest in English and French as a second language. But what we have also done is listen. And I've heard, and this government has heard from many of you and from many within your communities, many new immigrants to Canada, of the challenges that they continue to face when they come to this country and to this province. And the announcement that we've made today is to take some important next steps to ensure that our newcomers are able to succeed and that their families can succeed. The Premier, I think, quite effectively described, I don't need to repeat, the important change we're proposing for our international doctors to allow those who are practice ready to get out working in our communities faster, and by doing so freeing up additional residency spots for those international medical graduates who require additional training. One of the issues which I feel is extremely important is probably the single most important issue that I hear with frequency from your communities is the issue of Canadian experience and the frustration that many highly talented, highly experienced, internationally trained professionals and non-professionals, the challenges that they face when they come to this province, and the requirement by many employers and many in our communities that those individuals have Canadian experience. Of course, it's virtually impossible to obtain Canadian experience if you're not first given that opportunity to work in the Canadian workforce. So we have set out a very specific timeline and plan where Jean and my ministry and ministries across government, the regulatory bodies and others will work to overcome those barriers that are faced by our international professionals.